So I'm starting off with my Smashbox Photofinish Foundation Primer, and then I'm applying my foundation afterwards. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the shade 220, and with the power of editing, I'm going to be done my foundation within just a few seconds, and then I'm going to move right on to the eyes. I didn't do anything else for the face, I just did my foundation, my brows, and then went straight onto the eyes. Now for the eyes, I'm going to prime with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And lately I've just been like really dabbing it on as opposed to rubbing it. This is a step that I literally do every single time that I wear makeup. So if I'm constantly rubbing that eye area, I don't really want to have wrinkles. So yeah. So then I'm taking that brown from Morphe. I'll list all the exact numbers of them down below, but I actually found that that brown was way too ashy. So I went ahead and started mixing it with that warmer brown, and I just used it as a transition shade. And then I go ahead and take this really beautiful rich chocolate type of maroon shade and just put that right into the crease. I did switch to an E36 by Sigma for a more precise application, but I just kind of did this quickly and roughly because the lid shade is going to slightly cover it and we're going to kind of touch it up later on again. So just roughly did that as an outline. And then I take this Anastasia single eyeshadow, and I'll leave the shade name down below. It's this beautiful third shade, and I just put that all over the lid. And I did wet the brush just to make it a little bit more intense. Even though these shadows are so pigmented on their own, they barely even need it. And then I also went ahead and took a black shadow with like really beautiful specks of gold in it and slightly mixed it with that shade right on top. I didn't want to make it too dark though, so I only put a tiny bit, and then I flipped the brush over where there's no shadow, not to overdo it, and just kind of blended it in. And then I went ahead and took the same maroon shade, and again, like I said, we had to like kind of touch it up a little bit. So I took the Morphe brush, and then I went ahead and used the E36 to get a more precise kind of soft kind of cut crease look, and just really put that shade right on top into the crease and slightly blended it upwards. But again, I was kind of going for like a soft cut crease. And then I found that the eye look needed a little bit more warmth, so I took that really nice warm orangey brown shade and just put that in the transition just to add some warmth to the eye look. And then after taking off the shadow shields, I went ahead and put this shade in my tear duct and brow bone. I'll leave all the shade names down below. And then I went ahead and moved on to the face. I'm taking my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Chantilly and just blending that out. This shade is a little bit too light for me, so I kind of have to buy another shade. But I just went ahead and blended that out. And then I start setting it with my Anastasia Contour Kit shade Banana. And then I take my Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Powder Foundation in the shade Medium 57, and I just set my foundation with that. And then I take my Anastasia Contour Kit again and use that first shade that's in the palette. And then I took the shade Fawn and actually started to kind of contour with it. So for blush, I'm taking the MAC Matte Blush in the shade Harmony. This is actually a really pretty contour shade as well, but I just used it as a blush for today and just kind of extended my bronzer using it. And then I took Becca's Opal and highlighted my cheekbones. And then to finish up the eyes, I went ahead and did the lower lash line with that really pretty rich chocolatey type of maroon shade, and I just put that with a pencil brush on the lower lash line. And then I tight lined my waterline with a Rimmel eye Kohl Kajal in the shade Brown. And then I went ahead and also tight lined the top of my eyes with a same pencil in the shade Black. Then I did some thick winged liner and applied some mascara and some lashes off camera as always. And then onto the lips, I took the City Color Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Natural, which I've just been obsessed with. And then I went ahead and used the lipstick Fleshpot by MAC Cosmetics, and that's pretty much it for this entire look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.